So this here is what the Highway Hawk sissy bar is, what the first mounting plate is going to look like on the rear fender rib cage. You're going to slide it up right here in front of this so it aligns up with the bolts in the back. And then you're going to take your N635 bolt and then a washer and your spacer. You're going to slide your bolt and washer through this top hole here. Then you're going to have to come around to the back, and you're going to have to, as the bolt is through the first hole, you're going to have to put the spacer onto the bolt in the middle, slide that bolt through, get it on there, that way it sits in the middle of the bolt. Then you're going to take another washer and your nut, you're going to put that on the back side of the bolt, the other side of the hole, on the bracket where it slides over. You're going to just hand tighten that down a little bit, make sure that that's firm on there. And then now the next step you're going to do is you're going to have to remove these two stock bolts from your rear fender cage. But you can do this first, but I wouldn't really recommend it until you get that first bolt on there, because once you take these bolts out, this fender cage, these bolts attach the rear taillight assembly to the cage. So if you remove both sides of these bolts at the same time, your taillight assembly is going to come off. So you might as well just do one side at a time. Got those two off. And now you're going to get your M6 20 and 25. One is going to be a rounded off head. The other one's going to be a round but flat head. Now the flat head, of course, it's going to go into this tapered hole here in the back. And then the round one is going to go in this slot right next to that one. I would recommend that you start off doing the flat head screw first, because it's a little bit of a tighter fit getting it through the hole to get it aligned. And you're going to have to do a little bit of moving around of this assembly, this taillight assembly, and your mounting bracket here to get everything kind of lined up. Get that threaded about halfway. Now we'll do the round screw. Might actually have to back this one out just a little gonna tighten these down about halfway. And you're gonna want to use a size 10 wrench. We're gonna screw this down here in the front and tighten this down. Get that nice and tight. Finish off these two bolt heads. Make sure that everything's good and tight.
Just repeat on the same side, right?
Yeah, so you're just gonna repeat that same process on this opposite side, and you'll have your mounting brackets mounted to your rear fender cage. And then the next step will be mounting the brackets for the sissy bar itself, the brackets that it connects to onto these brackets here. Make sure that everything's good and tight. Now that these brackets are mounted to the rear fender cage, now it's time you're going to just reinstall your rear fender and seat as normal. Alright, so now you're just going to install your second plate for the sissy bar. This one's going to attach directly to the first plate that you mounted to the rear fender cage. So you're going to line this up, and you're going to get your M830 bolt assembly, and so you're going to take your screw, put it through the back end of this back left hole. You're going to put your spacer through the screw. Now you're going to line it up with that first bracket, and now you're going to slip your washer and nut on the back side. Just hand tighten it just enough. can let go of it so you can get to the other side. Alright. So that side's done. Now you just gotta do the other. So same thing. You're gonna get your M8, your 40 this time, which is the bigger spacer, bigger screw. Line that up. Slip that washer and nut on the other side. And tighten that down. Just where you can get enough on there to let go. Alright. And now you're going to use a size 13 wrench on that nut on the back end. And then now we're going to move into tighten this down. Try to do it evenly here. Nice and tight on there. And that's it for that step. And then you're just going to repeat the same process on the other side. Pretty straightforward. Just the same thing you do on this side. And that should be it on that.
Do with our bikes. So we got some other videos coming out, so check us out. And thanks for liking our channel.
Yeah, thanks for watching. So next thing you're going to do, you're going to undo your bolts from the actual sissy bar and this little mounting plate, which has the spacers in it, but if they fall out, just make sure that the spacers are on the bolt side. So I'm going to go ahead and line this plate up. Push the bolts through just to make sure that that's there. And now I'm gonna line the plate up with the bar. Again, just hand tighten a little bit just to get it on there. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Attach plate. Well, first make sure that the washer's there. Washers aren't really going to stick on this one. So I'm just going to push the bolts through. washers are on each bolt. Slide plate mount over. Yeah, push down some to line that sissy bar up. These holes. Of a tight fit. We have to really push these together. Get these to line up. You're going to want to try and do both sides a little evenly. That way one side isn't overly tightened down to where you don't have enough room on the other side.
That's pretty much the installation.
That's pretty much about it. Pretty simple. I'd rate it about a 4 out of 10, you know, maybe even lower than that, really. If you're handy enough with just a wrench, I mean, you can get this done no problem. Pretty easy installation. This is for a Honda Fury 2016 model. You can get Highway Hawk sissy bars for all kinds of different bikes, but my bike, a little bit harder to find a sissy bar for, but I'm glad that Highway Hawk makes one for the Honda Fury.
Hope you liked the video. We got some more videos coming up. Check out our channel, Paranormal Riders. We're doing all kinds of product review, just different stuff to do with our bikes. So we got some other videos coming out, so check us out. And thanks for liking our channel.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, thanks for checking out our channel, Paranormal Riders. We got more videos coming soon, so stay tuned. We appreciate the support. Thanks.